My name's Keith Kaplan. I'd like to welcome you to Studio C here at CTIA 2014 in Las Vegas. We're here today with an incredible person. His name is Philip Huml. Now, Philip is the founder and CEO of the Just Drive Safe nonprofit organization. It's a pleasure to have you here, Phil. I want to start, I know we talked a little bit earlier to get ready for the interview, and I really just wanted to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself and the organization and a little bit about it, please.
Thanks, Keith. I want to say thank you to you and CTIA. Just Drive Safe is a 501c3 nonprofit organization based out of Los Angeles, California, and Naples, Florida, with the sole purpose of making the roads a safer place for all of us. And we do this through four main pillars: through awareness, education, technical innovation, and collaboration. The last of those two pillars are which brought us here to CTIA.
Just amazing. And as we were talking earlier, some of the things that that have to do with the technology and connected cars and CTIA. How did all this happen? What's going on with Just Drive Safe, and how did all this happen?
Thanks, Keith. We were fortunate enough to partner with the Tesla Foundation. Tesla's a think tank based out of California. They're fortunate enough to help incubate us and help accelerate our growth. They made a couple phone calls, and next thing you know, Meredith over at CTIA has been kind of opened the doors for us, and we've been here collaborating ever since.
Wow, and I believe there's a little bit going on. And there's a cause that's happening here, just a little cause, right? This is the reason why CTIA wanted to support what's going on and how the wireless community and the connected community got behind you. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what happened and how this all.
Sure. There's obviously a story to this. March 5th of 2012, I had the pleasure of stepping out of the barber shop in Los Angeles and being onto the sidewalk and being struck by an SUV.
Wow.
On the sidewalk.
Wow.
I had a sheep pulled over my head.
No, well, wait a minute. You were on the sidewalk, walking down the street?
I was standing on the sidewalk.
So you weren't near the road, nothing?
No, sir.
Wow.
No, sir. I had a sheep pulled over my head. Big guy upstairs had other plans. I'm here today.
That's a miracle.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
here. I'm here today. I'm here today. The entire premise of Just Drive Safe is making the roads a safer place for all of us. Mm-hmm. The reality is that with today's technology, this never needed to happen. Mm-hmm. The accident could have completely been avoided. The reality is over 90% of all automobile accidents are human error related. Mm-hmm. Over 90%. That's pretty substantial. With everything that's going on the technology world, both currently mm-hmm. and what's in the pipeline, yeah. It's completely and utterly preventable.
So, okay, let's talk about that, because this is one of the largest connected type of conferences in the world,
yes,
right?
It is. Yeah.
You're saying emerging, existing technology. Tell us a little bit about that, and tell us about Just Drive Safe and how this all kind of works.
CTIA is the leading wireless conference in the world. Mm-hmm. Yesterday I had the pleasure of spending the day with Ford Motor Company, and really seeing what we're implementing in today's automobiles. And the technology is absolutely staggering. It's mind blowing right now.
So I'm not going to be the Mr. Distracted Driver, my wife or my kids. I'm guilty. I have to admit, I'm guilty of that.
You know what? So, the reality is we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it, right? If we're 16 years old and we just get our driver's permit, or we're 90 years old and been driving for 80 years,
right? Every
single one of us, if we've been behind the wheel of a vehicle, at one time or another, we've all been guilty of it. You know, it can be something as simple as changing the radio, rocking out, getting in a heated conversation with the person next to you, answering that text, spilling coffee on your lap. You know, it's all of these little things just add up and add up and add up. It could be taking your eyes off the road for just a second.
You know, that reminds me of something, and the cars are a relatively new technology for humans. We don't think about that because we get a new phone every 5 minutes. I mean, I have to admit it. But this is an even newer technology. And there's as we love to drive cars, we love to be connected. Now, I would only imagine that at some point moving forward that the technology can make us safer. Now, tell us a little bit about that and your dream and your mission.
I explained that our mission at Just Drive Safe is making the roadways a safer place for all of us. In today's environment, with today's technology, the technology is increasing and increasing. There are we answer our phones all the time. We rock out on the radio. It's prolific. It really is prolific. The technology out there is staggering. We're using more and more and more of it. It's getting to a point where the car is actually a mobile device. It's a mobile device.
Well,
now,
you're right. I mean, if you think about what all this technology is random access. So getting in a
Absolutely.
car is, I have random access to transportation. But then I have to remember when I get in my car, I'm also responsible for everyone else around me.
We, as humans and as members of today's society, we really have a moral and ethical obligation for not only ourselves but everyone else that's out there. Somewhere along the way, we've forgotten that driving is a privilege. It's not a right. Right? It's not just us that's on there. It's not just us that's on the road. It's our children. It's our parents. It's our grandchildren. It's our brothers and sisters, our husbands and wives, and we're losing people unnecessarily.
So I think texting is a very interesting and very important issue for all of us that are connected.
Absolutely.
Now, in your vision with this technology and what can happen, and some of the things that we talked about, there's a lot of news right now about self-driving cars or cars that let you know that you're changing lanes or if something's happening. Now, how does this all fit into the foundation?
Absolutely. So technology is it's a wonderful thing. Technology is a wonderful thing. We have the technology today to prevent so many of the accidents that's on the road. It's, are we actually implementing them? Are we actually implementing them? And the organizations that we've been meeting with in the motor companies, in the telecom companies, we have the technology today to make it a safer place. Point blank, end of story. It's that simple.
Yeah. Now you said you went and you visited Ford, right?
I did.
So, now are they making you put your phone down, or are they augmenting the phone? How is this technology going to make me a safer driver?
I can't speak for any of the organizations.
Yeah.
They're all trying to make they're all looking for the path to make it a safer way, though.
Right.
To make the roads a safer place.
Excellent.
To use technology, the technology that we have today, to protect us from accidents, to communicate with each other, to speed response time. The technology can be a double-edged sword. Are we using it? Are we using it for selfish reasons, or are we using it for the greater good? And with what I've seen, and what I've seen at this conference, everyone's using it for the greater good right now, and I'm really happy to see what's coming down the pipeline.
That's amazing. Tell me a little bit more about what prompted you to start the foundation and the miracle that you're still with us. You had said that they had pulled the sheet over your head.
Yeah.
What happened?
I got hit by an SUV, standing on the sidewalk.
Wow.
It was a. It was one of those events that none of us can ever could ever imagine, that none of us could ever put our thumb on, that none of us could ever expect or plan for. I'm fortunate enough to be able to pull through. It was a long recovery. I could spend a month in the hospital, 4 months of home health care. I had to learn how to walk and talk and bathe myself and feed myself all over again as a 38-year-old man. I moved home. Thank God I have loving parents. I got to learn all of these things over again as a grown adult. Through the course of this, it came to me, what if I can take my darkest moment and turn it into my greatest gift? So I got the opportunity to start writing, start collaborating, pick up the phone, call my friends, and next thing you know, Just Drive Safe was created, and the partnerships that we've made already have been staggering, and the response from everybody, from higher education to corporate America to law enforcement to municipalities. The support we've been getting on the government side has been absolutely amazing.
That is an incredible story. You are a human triumph, so thank you.
Thank you, Keith.
Thank you so much. And the more I learn about Just Drive Safe and what your cause is, now you talked a little bit about public outreach, the fact that you're going to be heavily involved in education for young people at the high school and college level when they're ready to start driving.
Absolutely.
And there's a couple of, you had mentioned law enforcement and some other things. Now, I know that you said it's not cemented yet, but there's a little bit of an educational tour that's in the works, right?
There's we're launching an education tour both on the collegiate and high school level.
Excellent.
We've already solidified some amazing universities that have asked us to partner with. We've talked to a bunch of high schools that have asked us to speak. We've partnered with Collier County Sheriffs in Florida.
Now you said that was a really interesting program. Aren't they leading the nation in a lot of the law enforcement with the education they're doing? You know what?
They've got a great teen driver program that we just started collaborating with. It's what they're doing for the community. It's truly remarkable. Yeah.
I would think, well, being a parent myself, and as you had talked about existing and emerging technology, statistically we see that the distracting driving issue, it shows up more for young folks than it does for someone like myself.
That's actually a misnomer.
It is.
It's actually a misnomer. Most accidents, statistically, are done by high school and early college students. The reality, it's when you're driving, the amount of accidents that truly are happening, whether it's carelessness, whether it's talking on the phone. I mean, you really can't pinpoint and say it's this demographic. It's across the board. It really is across the board.
Wow, and that's knowledge to me. I mean, when we really talked about the mission that you have and the importance of these devices, and being at the global conference for these types of devices and how they're going to integrate into cars, right?
Mobile integration is key. The premise of Just Drive Safe and is making the roads a safer place. We have to start somewhere, and when we're in a vehicle, the first place to start is by putting the phone down. That's the first place we have to start. Mobile integration will be key. Will be key. The connected car will be key, but we have to start somewhere, and the first place to start is by putting the phone down. It's to be aware of our surroundings. It's to act with integrity and have respect for not only you but everyone else that's on the road. I mentioned it's not just us, but it's our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, it's our children.
That is a really important point. And unfortunately, every time that I get in my car, and it might be what happens for other folks. You know, I'm in a hurry going somewhere. I got to do something. I got a business meeting to go to. I got family to go to. I am not thinking about the fact that I have
No.
responsibility for other people around me.
It's true. You know, we're all intelligent. We're all intelligent adults. We're
Yeah.
all intelligent adults. When we get in a car, I know that I've had the experience of getting in a little bubble, becoming a little self-centered, kind of forgetting where I am, forgetting that the vehicle is a vehicle and it is dangerous, and we've all been guilty of picking up that phone. We've all been guilty of sending that text. We've all been guilty of driving maybe a little too fast,
Yeah.
maybe a little too aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, we've all been guilty of it, and you know, I've been right along there.
That's a great segue, because I know we can't talk about the companies or providers or things like that, but you've had a little insight, a little vision into the technology that's coming, and how your organization is hoping to support, along with these emerging technologies, some of the ways that that's going to get solved. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. We're here at the largest wireless conference in the world. You know, the technologies that we're implementing, both on mobile devices and in vehicles, is truly staggering. The safety features, the electronic safety features, from crash control to cars talking with cars, to slowing down, to eye and voice recognition. It truly is impressive. It truly is impressive, and my vision is helping this eliminate driver error.
You know, from a young age, of course, I love racing and watching. I'm a guy's guy. I love cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it seems a little strange for me, even though I'm a person that's comfortable with technology, the idea of kind of letting the car drive for me, even though I wouldn't mind doing something else while I'm stuck in traffic, if you know what I mean, right?
Technology is a wonderful thing. You know, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to consumer adoption.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hopefully, Just Drive Safe can bring some of the human element, can bring some of the love, can encourage people, to just be safer.
Wow.
Be kinder.
You know, I can feel the genuine sentiment, not only from just our conversation, but your story, and just hearing your story. It not only is it scary to me, it's shocking. I apologize for that. It's shocking to me, because the thing about this is that we have all this technology, but we're human beings fitting into new things, right?
We are.
And earlier, when you were talking about 95% of accidents being caused, or something around that, by human error, well, of course, human beings are driving the car, right? But the car is a piece of technology itself. So it would seem natural that if cars are talking to each other, and it could be safer.
You know what? I'm not a technologist.
Yeah.
I'm not a technologist. You know, I'm here to help bring awareness to the issue.
Yep.
I'm here to bring the human element.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here forming alliances. I'm here asking people for help.
Yeah.
I'm asking for help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking for support. I'm asking for people to put that phone down. Just have a little bit of respect. Bring the humanity back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's so. Wow. Yeah. That's very well put. That's very, very simple. And I hope there's technologists listening that are going to make that something that we just don't have to think about anymore.
You know what? I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah. So, I just think it's amazing that you've come here to share this with us and your mission. What are the next steps? What can we expect from the future?
You know what? We've got a couple of initiatives rolling out.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing an education launch. We are launching we're having a major announcement at the LA Auto Show in November. We have I mean, those two initiatives alone are give us a lot on our plate. The education rollout is going to be we're going to start with universities on the West Coast, roll across country. We've got a massive high school contingency coming. It'll be great.
I have to compliment you. I couldn't imagine. I mean, you look amazing.
Thanks, Keith. I appreciate it.
You really do. And just the story that you've told us about, actually dying and now starting this program. I hope that my children get the opportunity to hear you speak, and that it makes an impression on them. I hope that the industry at large sees you as an example for someone that can be an excellent person as an advocate for implementing this type of technology. And I'd like to thank CTIA for having you, and I appreciate that.
Thanks, guys. It's been great. I appreciate it.
Thank you.